Foom. Old video. There's some mildew and mold on the tape. This is Chris from formerly of the one of the live versions of Foom. I don't know if he had many others. I'm trying to get a hold of Chris Lashatz. I really love this stuff, and I was a big fan, you know. And he was one of those people who's like, ah, fuck you, you know. And that's why I liked him, because we were both like that. You know, first night we met, we hung out, I got fucking drunk, and I start rambling. I was like, and he's like trying to tell me about Charles Bukowski. And I was like, Charles Bukowski's a poet, you know, this and that. Just like Craftsman Power Tools and whatever. And so it was kind of funny, you know, because, you know, afterwards I didn't know who Charles Bukowski was. I was just kind of saying, you know, dismissing what he was saying, because that's how he was. He was such an angry little bleh, that I was like, right back at you, fucker. And it was later on I've discovered Charles Bukowski and went, oh, now I know what he means. But I'm trying to gather some of this Foom stuff, because this was so good. He was so good. I don't know if he's still alive. Dick, are you still alive? You know, contact me. I'm going to post all of this Foom stuff I have in hopes that you come out of the woodwork with your lawyers trying to sue me. Because I just want to see, you know, if you're still up and doing things. You have no social media presence, which is a Lashatz thing to do. But if anyone knows of his whereabouts, also of Adam Bartow, Matt Kennedy. Adam Bartow was a guitar player, and Matt Kennedy was the drummer. We all worked around her in the 90s in the warehouse. So if anybody knows any of those folks' whereabouts, let me know or don't let me know. Do whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, I'm reminiscing about this stuff, and it's disappearing and disintegrating before our eyes. I'm going to try to get this videotape up and running. I just use an old VCR, and I kind of fast forward it, rewind it, fast forward it, rewind it, and try to shake up and shake loose all the mildew. Literally, that's what we do every day of our lives anyway, right? We try to shake up the mildew. And that's what we're doing here. Musty, dusty, and sentimental. Alright, so what I did is I have an old VCR. Well, I have all old. All VCRs are pretty much old at this point. But I have a good one, an SVHS hi-fi VCR that I bought in the early 2000s that I'm just kind of babying to keep it going so I can make the transfers. But I also have an old videotape, old player. That's not great. It's a mono. It's an old one from the 90s. It's a mono thing, but I just use it for rewinding. You cannot buy those rewinders anymore. They used to have a separate rewinder you could buy. Just pop the tape in to rewind it. That would have been optimal, but I have not seen one of those in 20-something years, so I just take the old VCR here. It's an old JVC. It was a decent VCR at the time. And then I rewind, fast forward, and basically shake loose all that mildew that has accumulated on the tapes. I'm looking at my other tapes here. I'm dealing with water issues, and these things are in totes. And I thought, oh, they'll be fine in the basement. There might be a little water, but they're not going to get... But it does affect the old tapes. So make sure you don't do that. I made a mistake. Please don't make the same one. Or you can. I don't give a fuck, really.